Learn to be super successful. Subscribe to my channel, Meathead.
And what it did was, before, when an artist would need to make a change in the storyline, they would have to go back and then change all the other scenes. But in this new technology, through modeling, you don't have to put all that manpower in fixing a change in the plot. So there was a significant amount of advantages. So there's a profit and loss document, and there's so many other graphs. I think it would be wise for us to look at it, see what the multiple was, and whether it was important to do a deal, and how we would structure it, and whether we would...
What time was it? 2005 already.
And whether it would be worth doing that deal at that time.
Yeah.
Not what we know now. Yeah. So I would say, make a decision as a CEO. If you were the CEO looking to buy that deal. So we'll go ahead and get started with that deal.
Okay, so we know the EBITDA of Pixar.
Their DreamWorks film library, for example, was about to be sold for Paramount for $9 million. So it would be strategic for Disney.
Say that again?
DreamWorks library, for example, was about to be sold to Paramount for $900 million.
So if Disney did not catch up, they were fucked.
It was a consolidation wave and some questions. Culture, one of the biggest problems. That's both of the cultures fit. And Disney, I think, need that deal to catch up, as you say. Not just because part of the wave, the winning wave, put it that way, but also part of the...
To get away competitive.
Yes, competitive through to Pixar. Because Pixar was way more
So
advanced.
far, only two companies have ever produced a blockbuster crossing more than 100 million, Disney and Pixar. So that's where the competitors in this time.
Little chicken.
For example, in Spain, in the product veterinary sector, you had two big shops all over around Spain. A green shop and a red shop. And 2 or 3 years ago, the same private from Peru, private equity, they bought it both. They had the green and they bought two. So it really it's like a monopoly. All the thing they all have it. Okay, if someone knows what was the EBITDA of Pixar.
Yeah, let's look for that. Just Control F it, find it. Let's do it like this. Let's find out what the revenues of Pixar is. Anyone able to find it?
Yeah, we need the revenue, the EBITDA, the same for Disney, and how much cash did Disney have?
Right. What's the revenue for Pixar?
Anyway. Okay, I think it's in page 16. Revenue. No, page 15.
Exhibit 3.
Okay, this is in 2004. Revenue 12.6 million.
Box office? No, that was just box office, right? Home video was...
Total revenues, yes. 273.5 million. Page number 16.
Yep, there you go. No. It was 5.6 billion.
Where does it come from?
If you look at exhibit number 4,
Yes.
page number 16.
Yes, there I am.
So,
273.5.
yeah,
Net income 141.
I see net income as negative 2.5.
Wait. Okay.
See, exhibit Pixar financials, revenue 94.
No, but I think it's total revenue because this is
5.6 exactly.
so it's all summer. Total revenue. So you have to put it.
right here. Right?
No, but this is 94.
Oh, I know. So let's just do the last 3.
Yes, is this one?
Okay.
So I was correct.
But it's millions, not billions, right?
Yeah.
It's of big billions.
All right. So let's do 2002.
Okay, I will tell you.
101.7.
101.7.
Yes, 03 262.5.
Okay.
And the last one, 273.5. That total revenue.
Now what's the EBITDA?
We have the income.
Is EBITDA net income?
No. No, but we can use net income if you want.
You can use that income.
Because the EBITDA.
It doesn't say the
Total-
taxes, the amortization.
Income
Yes.
taxes there.
But net income looks better anyway, right?
I will put net income and that's it.
We need it anyway for cash
89.9.
calculation.
What was it? Number
89.9, 124.8, 141.7.
margins.
Okay, calculator. One point seven divided by 9. Oh shit. 89 divided by. Okay, 44.57. First, on top the least number, and at the back, add down the greater number. 124.8 divided by
47.5.
2. Yes.
47.5.
And 41.94. So nearly as good as your business. Nearly. 65. I'm going to dream about it. Okay. And now, how much did they pay, we know?
Or should we
was no
calculate
cash
how
involved.
much we would pay on these numbers?
No, wait, there.
But I think it will be all over the top. So I think it's going to be like 20 or 30 times EBITDA.
Guys, there is on page 11. There is no cash involved. It's Ryan.
Okay, this number to pay and to pay
The second paragraph.
So they're going to buy
7.5 billion.
Stock exchange.
7.5 billion. You can put it in millions, so you can put 7,500 million, so we can get all the data in millions. So, okay. You see more, yes, more than 10 times a bit. Let's see how much.
Stock option?
Stock exchange.
No, they do it inside the stock exchange, but they pay cash.
No, it's a stock exchange. There is no cash involved.
Ah.
It's paid stock.
Yes.
But what does that mean?
Okay. So Disney gave stock to the owners of Pixar, and Pixar could cash it whatever the fuck they wanted.
Right. They gave it pretty much ownership.
So it's yes, they gave ownership, but maybe it's equity from because Disney can buy their own stock. So maybe they gave Disney gave the stock to the owners of Pictures.
Correct.
So it was not the owners of Disney that gave the stock. It's in a public company, the company can buy his own stock until a limit.
They had company stocks to give.
Yes.
The transaction is closed without any cash involved that was likely to go, but the 7.5 billion would have been paid, quote unquote, by stock, or in terms of stock exchange, not by paying any cash.
Okay.
Okay. So they paid.
I like when there's no cash. Well, I will do the media of the net income. 89.9 plus divided by not. Okay, so the media in the 3 years, it's 109.8 net income. The arithmetic media of the net income of those 3 years, the media is 109.8, and that is.
So that's the average.
That's the average. Oh yes, average is the word.
Not the median.
No, not that's why I say arithmetic media. No, because in Spain it's normal the same word. It's the arithmetic average. Okay, it's the average.
What we also can state is a market cap from Pixar 5.9 billion.
5.9 billion was the market cap of Pixar.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's meaning roughly goodwill 1.6 billion then in the balance sheet for Walt Disney.
So it's 5.9 billion market cap.
Yeah.
So they paid 68.3 times net income.
68 times.
Yes, instead of 12 or 15 times EBITDA, as we are at the private equity pays, they pay 68.3 net income.
68 multiple.
Yes, of the net income.
And that's normally what companies are the benchmark on stock exchanges. It's how many times net income you pay. We buy them on EBITDA base, but they're sold on the marketplace on a multiple of net income. So how many times EBITDA is that? 68.
We don't have the EBITDA, but if you have your rule of thumb,
Yeah, 50% of net income on top of. If you add 50% in income, what's the net income?
the net income is 109.8.
150 million net income or EBITDA.
So it's 164 EBITDA.
Okay, so how many times EBITDA do they pay?
Oh,
Divide 150 or whatever it is into.
44 more or less.
Yes, astronomical. It was, and part of it was driven by fees. By fees.
And the fees were included inside the or out?
No, the 7.5 is purchase price.
So apart fees.
Yes.
But I think it's a purchase for strategy long-term reasons.
Well, that's the bullshit you always give them. It was, it's like him and his regional manager. You can come up with all kinds of reasons. I mean, and it's not impossible, but it's almost impossible to differentiate the bullshit from the rationale because you pay too much.
Or maybe Disney only wanted to fuck Pixar, the
Exactly.
Apple guy.
Then when you count the egos of the CEOs involved, like they just brought back Iger to Walt Disney after this guy that supposedly was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and he lasted a couple of years. But he never. They didn't set him up for failure, but it's like the employees almost set him up for failure because they didn't like him, and they left Iger because Iger was, stern, but the things that he had them spend the time on made a lot of money. But Iger also, one of the things is that, half a day a week, you could spend time on just jerking around, whatever you thought was interesting. Remind me to talk about why Disney's been so successful in the last 50 years, their formula for breeding internal genius. Remind me to talk about that.
Okay. And a good question is, how much percentage of the stocks, of the 100% of Disney stock, how much was the 7.5 billion? Do we have that data?
Well, that should be if the market capitalization was 7.5 billion, that should be 100% of the stock. Market capitalization is 100% of the shares.
No. I know. But they paid the 7.5 billion. So
Well, how much
is,
did they buy? Didn't they buy 100% of the company?
No, this question is, they bought the company for 7.5 billion. That number, how much is that of their own market cap?
I don't know. But Disney was bigger than that.
maybe it's 5, 10%.